Good day, everybody, and welcome back to our second playthrough of King's Bounty 2. We have a lot of games coming up to play and stuff, and we're gonna try to make sure they're all pretty good. Hoping I'm gonna get a bit better, because I'm still not doing very well. I want to be able to actually make some content that, makes everyone excited to watch. Fuck the asshole.
Where's the guard? Why is the bridge up? Ring the bell. Have them lower it.
Stop, Ansel. Something tells me a vile evil awaits us.
Yes. Yes, something is very wrong here. Here, take the scroll of healing. We confiscated it from the marauder before... Well, it doesn't matter. It'll be of more use to you anyway. I don't know what to do with it.
Fair enough, Hansel. Not everyone can be God-given legend like us. Thank you to everyone that, even though it's definitely few and far between, as anyone that watches might see, anyone that does support my little YouTube endeavor. If you watch it, I'm sure you're already aware that I just do this as a hobby. I am going to eventually put more effort into this when I'm feeling better. It's just like even trying to think about what I can do. A lot of times it's tough.
You! Halt right there! Let's see your letter of passage. Now. Have at them, boys! Take no prisoners!
Yo, we dodged an arrow. Well, it sucks to be them, because they're really a match in this army. Yo, dogs, get him. You're fighting my dukes. Yo. I did a single arrow flying into a crowd and it, yo.
Those aren't our men. They're bandits. Hey, answer me.
We're not cut out for this. Run!
Destroy them! Every last one! Who are you running from? Them? I told you not to be afraid.
There you are, mortal. I, the Great Dumb Razzle, grant you permission to ask a single question.
Was that you I've seen soaring through the skies, Dumbrazzle? Why did you decide to help me?
I was paying a debt to an old elf. My promise is fulfilled, and now I'm free. Thank your patron. And farewell, mortal.
Victory is ours! See to the wounded, haste thee a horse, hie thee to Marcella for succor, call out to the Knights of the Guard, now!
Or rather, as you were. The fight seems to be over. Horace, Legate of the Royal Guard at your service. It's you, Mistress.
I don't get called Mistress very often. Usually I'm just Elisa of Lorien. And you are...
My name is Horace. I'm Legate of the King's Guard. I will escort you to Magnus's Bastion.
I was attacked by assassins dressed in King's Guard uniforms. And then I was saved by a dragon. You must figure out what happened, Legate Horace.
A dragon? Sure. My men will investigate the Batil Gates attack and question the survivors. And you, my lady, please come to the court under my protection. Prince Adrian doesn't like to wait.
Loyal subjects, I, King of Nostra, by the grace of Eliu, have gathered you here today. The time has come to renew our oaths.
Cease! Cease, rulers of the world! The time of oath is over! The blight is coming. It cometh quicker and quicker. Devastation awaits. Death and ruin. No one will be spared. But the Savior is already here. She is among you.
Cathal, shut him up!
Accept this path, Chosen One. Follow it to the end. Do not fear, for I will meet you in the void.
Don't let... Stop!
Get her to Crucis.
Well, well. There's our valiant guard. With loot.
The King's Counselor Montier. What does he want?
Wait. I require but a moment of your time. Well...
Your Excellency, this personage has an audience with His Highness, Prince Adrian.
Ah, the prince is so fidgety. But he's not waiting for you, is he, Horace? I have some questions for you. Please stay. And you, go keep your appointment with the prince. But afterwards, return to me immediately. It is a matter of utmost importance. What's happening in the Royal Guard, Legate Horace?
We serve, as we always have.
And what did you...
Dearest sister, how does the throne room suit you today? Don't you think our receptions under Adrian have become rather dull?
Have pity, my dear. He's only ruled for 6 months.
Yes. It's been difficult for the prince. Is there any way to wrench even a smidgen of power out of Montier's hands?
Sir Prince! I mean, your wellness. Your highness. Hello.
Yes. First order of business? I gave the order to release you not out of mercy or any misguided belief in your innocence. You've been released because I find myself in need of a capable agent.
You've made the right choice, your highness.
Listen to me closely now, and no interruptions. Whilst my poison-struck father remains incapacitated, I must bear the weighty burden of the crown as keeper of the Kingdom of Nostria. A few days ago, a calamity occurred at the Monpatri Mage Factory. Several people died. My subjects. Since then, I haven't learned a single true thing about the incident. The mages are searching for signs of necromancy, while Montier claims it's an act of sabotage by the Artisanians. The lowborn are milling about in a panic, spreading wild rumors on the wind like grain for hens. The Royal Guard tarries. Even the acclaimed spies of the Adepts of Darkness can give me no straight answer. Thus I, Prince Adrian, heir to Nostria by the grace of the Creator, command you to carry out an investigation. But do not forget, until this task has been fulfilled to my satisfaction, you will not truly be free. Go. Perform this deed with full royal backing. Uncover the truth of what happened at the Mage Factory. There are people camped near Marcella. They call themselves Monpatri refugees. Start with them, and do not rest until you find out the true cause of the catastrophe.
Sure, why not? I know what the true cause is. Prince Adrian, listen. It's that you're a little bitch. Not gonna lie. You can't handle your kingdom. And you have a traitor in your midst. I'm not gonna say they're your most loyal advisor, but they just might be. I know.
It's you! How nice!
There you are, my dearest friend. Let's not waste words.
Hey, Mr. Counselor. I'm so glad that you consider us friends.
Those murderers and villains trampled on Nostria's honor when they donned the uniform of our guards and attacked you. In broad daylight, in an impregnable fortress. Oh, Creator. Outrageous, unspeakable, impossible. But my resilient friend never feared, for you were in good hands. While you were taking your meeting with the prince, my people figured everything out. Those conspirators needed you. They wanted to get to the king with your help, and... But how can we even think on such things? It would mean the ruin of the kingdom.
And?
We found out where the Blackguards are hiding, and have already dispatched both our regular guard and a detachment of royal guards to that location. The conspirators' house is in the market square, at the southern gate. I suggest you hurry if you want a hand in thrashing those rascals. They must be destroyed. Immediately. If not sooner. My assistant Bardolph will provide a travel allowance to cover your first expenses. Go. The Royal Council is counting on you.
Sir Montier, what a wonderful speech.
Your Excellency, may I ask?
I'm sorry. Distinguished Bardolph, you have...
Give me some money.
Yesterday you were in prison, and today you're acting in Prince Adrian's name. Take this.
Give me
Your
money.
allowance from His Excellency, Royal Advisor Auguste Montier. Sir Montier wishes you the best of luck in scouring our lands of schemers and traitors.
Thank you. I'm glad to have the 5,000. The longer I can hold it without spending any money or buying or anything like that, better off I'm gonna be. Like, look at all the stuff we got. Pretty terrific. We're gonna have a quick race in here. Talent pool.
I demand to be let into the Citadel.
Are you from the Citadel? Where are you headed?
I had a meeting with His Highness. How may I help you?
I am Gilda Crespin. My son Albert went to the Mage Factory and never returned. It was right around the time of the disaster.
I'm sorry, but the prince informed me all entrances to the Mage Factory are sealed.
Oh, if only someone would hear me out. Yesterday, I was approached by some suspicious people who asked about my son. They said Albert had recently been seen near the Mage's Tower.
In that case, I shall try to find him. He might be of help in my investigation of the Montpetrie disaster.
If you see my Albert, pray tell him his dear mother is in a state of righteous outrage and demands he return home at once. That serpent Ursula bewitched him. First she compelled him to marry her, now she's lured him to the other end of the country. Oh.
I mean, to be fair, she is a spy. It's kind of what they do.
Sovereign of Nostria, defender of the realm, the citizens of this noble city.
Oh, beauty of beauties. You've stolen my heart. Would you like to go for a walk?
Montpatry enter Marcella, so as to ward ourselves from the threat of deadly plague that poisons the air.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen you at the tavern quite often lately.
Didn't you just get married last month?
Did you hear about the war in Lorien?
What's Lorien got to do with it?
My wife is a native of Lorien. When that whole mess began, she moved her entire family there.
So you're living under the same roof as your mother?
Damn immigrants.
Wait a
What's up,
moment.
tweet?
As I recall, you were sent by Prince Adrian. Isn't that right?
Yes, the prince himself commanded me to carry out an important mission.
There's this delicate business, and its resolution would serve the interests of the crown. Flavius the Wisecracker is missing. He's no ordinary man, but a courtier acting as an assistant to the king, the prince, and the royal counselor Montier himself. Flavius writes their speeches, you see, and the text of their decrees. That man handles words with the agility of a juggler. The magistrates find him very useful indeed. But Flavius has been missing for 3 days now, and I need him urgently. Business of utmost royal importance, I assure you.
Oh, how very unfortunate. But he might come back, right?
He's not particularly young. He recently mentioned he's about to begin his most significant work yet. He spoke of some inconceivable revelations. He seemed agitated as well. He was mumbling something about a swan song, a terrible truth, planning to visit some ancient ruins. I've known Flavius for a long time. Please, find him if you can and bring him back to Marcella. The magistrature will pay you for your trouble, of course.
Good. They better. Or I'll have to slaughter the magister. Did I? I did. Ew. Any ideas, anyone? There we go. We're gonna do this. We are gonna get this playthrough the most successful playthrough in history.
But the mana's draining away. What are we doing wrong?
We're gonna need every bit of coin we can. Well, no, we're not, but it's gonna help. There was something on this side I meant. There wasn't. What was it? There. So. That is it.
We replaced the crystal, but the mana's draining away.
Fleur, I've never brought anyone to this place before. I want you to be the first.
Valmont, I do like you, but...
Ah, always that blasted butt. Yes, it's the dread.
That's a good view.
I agree. It overlooks the swamps of death.
Ah, it's you. Congratulations on your release. Has common sense prevailed after all?
What do you mean?
My name is Gladron, retired Assistant Chief Justice. The way you were treated is an outrage. To send a person to Crucis without due process. You were accused of poisoning the king, weren't you?
I agree. It's not fair.
Had a thorough investigation been conducted, I'm sure we would have uncovered the true assassins, and justice would have prevailed. For once.
We replaced the crystal.
Maximus's Wars.
What are we doing
Our
wrong?
elder had this book too.
Geomancy-wise, nothing. Is it a problem with the sigils?
My dear friend, it pains me to see this. What's going on around us?
What do you mean? Epidemic?
Not the epidemic itself. Rather, the soul-crushing powerlessness demonstrated by the authorities.
No, bless your soul. It would explain a lot of things.
Careful!
I don't need to be careful, woman. This is not the modern day. The rights of people that are poor don't exist in this world. My person's got a lot of money.
Loyal subjects of the king, in the name of his royal majesty,
Mm-hmm.
and our most noble and esteemed guests, we
Who's that?
Do you have anything I can use yet? It's all gonna be like way too expensive. Yes. Ooh. Nothing here for me.
It's you. I've heard lots about you.
No?
The DuPont invited you here, didn't he? Don't let his debonair style fool you. He's very dangerous. Be
What do you
careful of
wish?
him.
Apparently, this is where the upper crust of Marcellan society gathers.
Very friendly.
Never play cards with him. Not under any circumstance. I took the risk once and gambled half my fortune away in a single night. The man must be kin to Ulagi himself.
Understood.
So, hello. Upper greeting. And to think. There's a lot we gotta do here. Didn't leave the city yet. Let's get this fast travel point since we're right here. You can see a fight down there. We're not going to be ready for that. Well, actually, to be honest, we probably could take that fight. Here, stuff this way. I want this playthrough to be a lot faster, but I still want to do everything. You know? But last time I wasted hours not knowing what I was doing on some things. It won't be that big of a problem this time because I actually kind of know what I'm actually going to be doing. Normal wolves. Those are not beneficial for me. No?
So how much is there? Will it last a week?
Excuse me, I'm looking for the refugee camp. Could you tell me where it is?
Refugee camp? Do I look like someone who gives a fig about such trifles?
My apologies, sir. I need directions. And you do work for the city, don't you?
As far as I know, the prince is yet to appoint someone to take charge of the refugees. Me, I'm in charge of the cisterns and that blasted aqueduct.
What could go wrong with that gigantic structure?
It's old and magical to boot. Few people even understand how it works. I thought this master who studied at the mage school would fix things. But that idiot Eugene hasn't been any help at all. It's been 8 days already. The reserves are running low. The cisterns will be empty in a week. What can that lazy bum be thinking?
I guess he's thinking there's too many undead around, you know. I heard since the guards aren't doing their job and, you know, people are caught up looking down wells for 30 hours a day. Hog?
I've seen you somewhere. Stop pushing around.
You can try to push back, I'm not going to help you at all. Honestly. So what kind of things do you guys tend to enjoy in a video? You know, I know there's a lot to enjoy. So let's see. Give me some warfare. There's all this cheap enchantment. And get this ring. Now I need a belt. There we go. That's gonna protect most of my men.
You've been to Upper Marcella? Pray tell, haven't you seen them?
What
Seen
are you
what?
talking about? Who are you looking for?
4 green-feathered Illyrian chicks. They're hard to miss. Okay, it's a really stupid story. I promised to deliver these chicks to the royal kitchen, but my useless son dropped the chicks' cage, and now they've scattered all over Marcella.
Alas, it's quite likely the cats got them.
How can you say that? A single one of those chicks is worth more than a warhorse. I'll pay 50 gold pieces a head for those chicks if that's what it takes to get them back. I can't afford a breach of contract with the royal kitchen. My entire business depends on it.
I mean, that kind of sucks, dude. Feels bad. Yeah, I got really useless gloves on, don't I?
Welcome to Marcella.
Much gonna require so. Yup. Don't some more than we need to.
That's a lot of guards.
It's not.
Hello there. Can I have a few words with you?
You could.
I'm all ears.
I can see you're a capable sort, and I bet you aren't afraid of getting in a pickle from time to time. I'm a wanderer, just like you. Gee, how rude. I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Dwayne. I'm a famous treasure hunter. Everyone's heard of me.
Unfortunately, I'm quite ignorant on this topic, and I don't know you.
That's because I'm a wanderer, as I said. I come from Mercelin. I've been plenty of places. Visiting the elves in Marion, sailing to Port LeGrand on a leer.
I'm impressed. But what do you need from me?
It involves treasure, naturally. I know of a find that will make us both rich. After we fight a vicious monster for it, I mean. I discovered a cache of valuables, you see. A precious amulet and a pile of gold. But evil is a Logi, and his gifts as well. I was on my knees, gathering the gold into a sack, when a monster crawled out of the dark and took a piece out of my leg. I had to flee. I got away with my life and not much else. Now here's what I'm offering. Bring me the amulet, and I'll pay 5,000 coin for it. Quite a windfall, isn't it? Dwayne, the treasure hunter, knows where the money's at. Get me?
Good.
Damn layabouts.
Welcome to Marcella.
Thank you. I appreciate it, my dear. Let's get this fast travel point.
No entry. Order of the Royal Council.
There we go.
Your money has the play. Now move.
Please, I have a wife and children.
I have a family too. Is it right?
Okay, let's do this part first.
You, stay where you are. The way is open to Knights of the Guard only.
I was sent by Councillor Montier himself. Answer me, guard. What is going on?
The Guard's job is to catch pickpockets and keep the road clear of loiterers. I am a Knight of the Royal Guard. A search is underway.
You're still a guard.
Received word that some traitors are holed up here. The same villains who conspired to attack the Batil gates. No one was found in the house or yard. I'm waiting on one more squad to report. They went to investigate the cellar. Strangely, I've had no word from them for quite a while.
And you're just standing there? Make haste. They might be in trouble.
Well, since the King's Counselor sent you, you may pass. My orders from the Legate of the Royal Guard, Horus, are to stay here.
about salt.
Sorific!
Yeah. Thank you, sir. I made a mistake and wasted some time. I gotta go down and... You don't care about them?
Where there's a key, it stands to reason there must be a door.
Need another pot for that side. Just a pot.
A private study. What luxury.
Let's go take a look around. What are you fiddling with?
This cursed thing won't open.
Just press harder.
Not much. Papers, notes. Come on. Come here, you bony bastard.
One of the guards got away. Critical. Yo. You did it. Easy, easy, easy. Everyone's getting a bit stronger. War dog. For your spell. Didn't have to buy it, but it's easier to buy it than get the money. Save on the unit.
What a horrible place.
I'll finish searching the house. You, gather your company and pursue Tenebras. Quickly now, before he escapes.
I go at once, Your Grace. We'll crush that bastard.
And you, guard. Did you not hear my order?
I did, dear Horace. But I don't serve you.
Tenebras. How are you here? What crooked business is this? Answer me, now!
Later, my friend, please. We are not alone.
We missed you, Mr. Horace.
The guard was busy looking for suspects. Most of all, I needed this one.
Tenebras, leader of the Dark Adepts. At your service.
Your goons attacked me. I demand an explanation.
The Adepts did not sanction your assassination, nor accept any contracts in your name. Yes, we followed you, but to kill you? What for? I assure you, if the Adepts desired your demise, we would never have wasted our energy on such a dubious scheme.
Is that your word for it? Scheme? Your assassins slaughtered everyone at the Captial gates.
Not just my assassins. They were brought through to the caves by people in guard uniforms. New uniforms, delivered to guard headquarters only the day before. They entered posing as an escort, and they knew the password. The password entrusted to you and your knights, Horace, and no one else.
Enough! If you knew all that, why didn't you intervene?
Because this time, dear Horace, you are not the only one who was deceived. By the darkness, if our spies knew what was going on.
You just weren't paid enough. Cordon off the area. Leave no stone unturned. Any evidence you discover must be sent to me immediately.
You found a thing or two in the basement, yes? If you want to uncover the person behind the assassination attempt, it would be prudent to pass this evidence over to us.
Let me take a look at how many points I got. Points I got. Points I got. Let's see how many points I got. I'm gonna use some finesse troops, but most likely not.
Do you know the man mentioned in the note, this Farad? Is that how it's pronounced?
I certainly do know this jackal. He's a stain on the honor of the guard. Just this morning, I gave him leave to attend to some family matters. He was supposed to be traveling to Castle Rock. As soon as we're done here, I'll go after the miscreant and commit him to trial.
No. It is a matter of honor that I unravel this web of deceit myself. I will bring in Farad.
Yes. What you're saying is reasonable. I'll write a warrant for the arrest of Farad. Act in my name, please. But I must warn you, many of the Knights of Castle Rock swore allegiance to Farad, and not the crown. Be prepared for a melee.
Yo, of course. I'm good at kicking people in the nuts. Easy.
Heard the new joke about the savior of Nostria?
We've heard all the savior jokes already.
It's the one with the cat in the dung pit, isn't it?
No, it's a new one. Listen,
So the savior's on the road, armored head to toe, sword in hand, the whole bit. Just like a knight from a painting. And the savior sees 3 fools from Gloucester who can't share a ball of yarn.
worry not.
Says the savior. Where 1 ball was, you will have 3. And then draws a sword and...
Quiet. Who's that on the road?
Seems the 3 of us are the butt of this joke. Oh, shut up.
Whoa.
Oh, there's a mark. I've seen one.
Check your pockets.
Wait, is that a chick in that
Chicken.
barrel? Excuse me, mister. Is that your chick cheeping in that barrel?
A green chick. They're supposed to be worth a bundle. What do you care?
Gallon the merchant asked me to find his Illyrian chicks. I think one of them is in that barrel.
You're working for Gallon. That pathetic excuse for a cook. Is he paying you in stew? Tell him his son insulted me. Me, Will Cutter, the pup, ran full into me. If I'd have been holding a drink, I might have spilled it. I took the chick as payment for his bad manners.
You had no right to do that. Return the chick at once.
One more word, and you'll wake up face down in a ditch, dead. And no one will touch me either. You want to know why? Ask Centurion Prim. If he's got time to waste on a nobody like you.
Wow. That was pretty mean. It almost hurt my feelings if I had any.
The difference between the lower town and the palace grounds is striking.
Move it, move it. Move it doesn't buy you a drink around here. Hey, you.
The thing about the anarchy troops and stuff like that, if you come down here. Look at this. Oh, look at this. 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 You can buy these right away. I could get 2 of these. I have the money. I don't get the money. But I could technically get 2 of them.
You know what I think when I look out from here?
Yes.
I said give me a drink. Move it, move it.
Move it doesn't buy you a drink around here.
So how much is there? Will it last a week?
A thief named Cutter is gallivanting about right under your noses. Since when has the capital been this lawless?
Ever since the king was poisoned and his wise advisors and magistrates took over the country. Though he has his weaknesses, King Claudius is a very stern monarch. While he was in good health, people obeyed his every word, as if it were law, which in fact it is. Now everything is stuck. Every protocol and directive in question. The future vague.
Aren't the guards going to do anything to restore order?
The last time I tried to deal with Cutter, I was almost sent to Crucis on a charge of conspiracy to assassinate an assistant magistrate. Tweets, of course. So if you want to deal with a dog, find its master first. Do you see what I mean? But should something unfortunate happen to Cutter, none of the guards would see or hear anything about it. I certainly wouldn't shed any tears for him.
So it's anarchy to talk to Cutter. It's master, and it's order to put him down. Yo ho, let's put him. Alright. Let's get more troops. We had just enough money.
Haven't seen your kind in a while. Quit that cheaping, you green freak. Stupid chicken.
You know, I'd really hate to be the guys that have to die. So someone's bad mannerisms. My poor doggos, how could you? It's guarantee their death. Our men are getting stronger. A wonderful thing. Thank you.
So how much is there? Will it last a week?
Hey!
For the price of one chick, you could host a feast for a dozen people.
Loyal subjects of the king, in the name of his royal majesty.
Oh, beauty of beauties. You've stolen my heart.
What are you doing here? Why are the floors still dirty?
It's not my fault, my lady. I'm not going to lie. Especially
No
on
one from Montpatry enter Marcella, so as to ward ourselves from the threat of deadly plague that poisons the air.
We replaced the crystal, but the mana's draining away. What are we doing wrong?
I don't know what's special about them.
Nothing. Is it a problem
Hello?
with the sigils?
Violation of the quarantine will be punished by exorbitant fines, and no one may enter the...
Welcome to Marcella.
So how much is there?
Hey!
Will it last a week?
What do we do now?
Where's that Jackard? How much longer do I have to store this cane for him?
Sorry, were you addressing me?
I know you've no answer for me. Jackard, our master golem craftsman, ordered an iron cane from me and never returned to collect it. I understand that his leg is troubling him, but how hard can it be to get from his workshop to the marketplace? Or he could have sent Ada to fetch it. What am I to do with this thing now?
How long do you suppose it would take to get to this workshop?
It's very close. Just turn right at the Marcellan wall. Here, take the cane. It's propped against the counter. You might also consider buying some golems to guard you.
I found all your chicks. They're so cute.
Oh, my precious little chickies, my treasures. I thank you with all my heart. You saved me.
You're welcome. I consider it my duty to help those in need. And by the way, when you tell this story to your grandchildren, remember, you were saved by Elisa of Lorien.
The new recruits, huh?
Eager to uphold law and order.
You have no idea what we've been through.
No entry. Order of the Royal Council.
Stop, you stupid lumber plate. You need to take
How are things, brother?
Could be better. What with the war and
It's time for the Golem quest.
Respected artisan, your ailment has touched my heart, and I brought you this cane.
What am I gonna do with that? Do I look like I can carry an iron cane around all day? I've been using a special ointment to soothe my leg. I'm waiting for it to kick in right now. Get it? Kick in?
Ha!
That piece of iron is for the press that prints the clay tablets. The old one's broken. Be a dear. Help me with the rest. You'll see the groove from the cane right away. When the work starts up again, I'll make you golems like you've never seen.
The cane is the answer. Come on, you brainless clay statue, get to work. That cane's made of iron. It won't break.
Yes! Now we can finally get to work. Our warehouse is full of blank golems because we weren't producing any command tablets.
If you have a warehouse full of golems, does that mean you could sell me a few?
Of course, whether it's for spinning an elevator wheel, printing tablets, or for war. Any purpose you can think of. I told you, you'll know the correct groove if you just look for it. That's how things work around here. You insert the cane in the right place, and we can go into full production again. Here, take this tablet from our newest batch and head over to the elevator. Lita's been complaining that her golem's tablet is almost worn out.
I just finished helping you. Pretty cheeky of you to take me for granted.
There's something in it for you too, friend, and what if the elevator does break down? What are you gonna do? Run around the hills on foot? That would take much longer.
That's what I'd have to do anyways. So there's no incentive for me to help. None.
The cane is the answer.
The irony of that situation.
Servan. What do you want? Directions to the old outpost? Arek, damn that blasted thing.
Yes.
Clean up your language in my presence. I am Prince Adrian's envoy.
I have good reason to curse.
No.
Brigands from the old outpost haven't let us use Rickville Road for 2 whole months. We pay them a toll which gets higher and higher every day. We complain to the town guards, but the thieves haven't shifted an inch. My brother Servan decided to go negotiate with them. He said he'd try and drive down the price, so that we simple peasants could use the road once more and bring our goods to market.
What news is there of your brother?
Nothing. Servan is gone. Disappeared for good. He might be dead by now, who knows?
There has
I wish
been
someone
none.
would tell me his fate before I lose my mind with grief.
Dude, your brother passed away in a tragic accident. He was on his way there, and his toe got stubbed on a door. He immediately fell 40 stories and landed on a caribou.
Who taught you to drive, Wagi?
I like my story more. End of the quest. Give me money.
I'm telling you, that's the truth. Banks gathered up all the bull innards and fashioned them into a balloon, filled the balloon with hot air, and flew up and away, off into the sky. Hi, have you heard this one? Once upon a time, that's why I figure selling in bulk brings more profits.
You're selling them for cheaper.
But you see, that's exactly the trick. Cheaper, yes, but 3 bags at once, now that's profit.
Hey, you were just trying to talk me into your nonsense. No one can see the wind. Anyway, it seems your time in the capital left you too smart.
Hi, have you heard this one? Once upon a time, there was a daddy troll.
This daddy troll and a baby troll. Oh my god. This is gonna be the story of the century. To go down there. Making them stacks, guys. We're doing it. Well, a little bit. We're gonna get hit by a big hurricane here, apparently.
Are there any wealthy knights around these parts whose retinues I might join?
What can you do?
Wish I could visit that.
A new tablet for my golem. What a great gift. Could it be that someone helped Jackard with his precious press? High time, I say.
Jackard assured me this tablet will serve you longer than usual.
Oh, he's an expert at making promises. He promised ages ago to mark which end goes into the golem. Yeah, I know it can only go 2 ways, but it never seems to work until my 3rd try.
I don't really know anything about golems, but I will help if you wish.
No, never mind. I'd better do it myself. Extra sturdy or not, these tablets are still quite fragile. Actually, I believe I'll wait for the current one to wear out completely, since now I have a spare.
Good idea. And you don't waste one.
Are there any wealthy knights around these parts whose retinues I might join? What can you do?
Over time, experience will up anyway, so it's not really best. You know, I don't think last time I explored this way. I might, but I don't think I did. This playthrough is going to take less time, I believe, than my other one. No, I might as well take that fight up there while I'm at it. Sweep up, get those quests, and then fast travel back down, because at least then I'm getting some stuff done while I move. Withdraw now. Everyone just goes for my dog. It's not actually a bad. Lost tonight. One thing important to remember with this game is numbers matter so a lot. You gotta make sure that you're stocking up on your units pretty often. This is one of the reasons why I'm trying to do a round trip here. I'm also trying to make enough money to naturally get it so I don't actually have to sell stuff for me to top up. Like, I know. So, you're gonna get sets that increases the amount of money you get for selling things later on, right? And hoarding all your money is definitely bad. It's not gonna benefit you to try to save every penny. It's just not how things work. You save every penny that you can, or you don't try to, you know, constantly better your gear and equipment and everything like that. you're gonna run into a different type of problem, and that problem is you're not gonna be powerful enough, and you're just gonna lose most of your money to something different, which is going to be your troops not being powerful enough to deal damage, so you're just gonna constantly have to replenish more and more. And you might even lose some troops. If you are going to try to save every coin possible and play the roles so you can complete the game with the most money possible, I recommend saving and loading. Like really try to figure out what the range of your unit's abilities are at the time, and then proceed to do your best.
Why is there a man in yonder cage?
We caught a thief is all. Little Weasel's been stealing food from our cellar. Says he's Hugo, Harsh George's son. That's the headman of Rickville. Believe it or not, the boy begged me not to tell his father. We should tell George about this sneak. That man knows how to solve a problem.
This guy sells this stuff. Your units are getting going to have to. That I believe, I think we just know.
Have you heard? Felicia's son sent her another gift.
Lucky Falcia. A hard-working husband and a son in the guard.
The guard? Please. He's a bandit.
But she says he's in the guard. A mother would know.
I don't even know who's lying to who. Felicia to everyone else, or her son to her. The apple took them both far from the pot. Have you heard? Felicia's son sent her another gift. Lucky Falcia.
Golem is there. This is gonna be the toughest fight for right now. Yes. Those scrolls, by the way, are worth tons of. But don't feel you can't use them. Be great money later. But at the beginning of the game, kinda start your savings and stuff there. They're pretty reasonable for it. Yo. Like, look how different the are compared to our first playthrough. Like the first playthrough, we barely had any. We were far behind. We were struggling a lot. Even these like little battles would have took a lot out of us. I'm pretty sure we had sold everything in our earlier playthrough too to make enough money just to be continuing. And financially, wasn't a good place. One thing to do, like I said, make sure you're topping up your units. You're making sure you get the better gear if you can get it. All those things will just help you quickly get through this game, which is what you're gonna want to do, because it will get very boring very fast. You might be wondering, then why? Oh, why would you put yourself to playing it again? That's because, you know, playing it the first time, I didn't know what I was doing. I was really sick and bored of it. I just couldn't stand anymore, so I started to even skip all the cutscenes because I was so bored. But I wanted to give it another shot. In my eyes, it doesn't deserve another shot, but I figured I would.
Damn immigrants.
You know, some people poured a lot of work into this, and unfortunately, this is what they ended up with. I kind of feel bad saying that because they did. They worked on this for hours. And now the work is just it turned out I'd say failure. I'd definitely call this a failure when it comes to the game.
Eager to uphold law and order.
You?
From the lower town. Cut it off.
I don't know. Yeah, he doesn't know what you've been through. He figures there's a mass plague, all the destroyed things, so he has to take precautions. He might not be the most popular guy in the lot right now. You know, at least he's trying. The guard's got a guard when a guard's got a guard, you know? Yo. Bag of money there. Barrel of loot right there. Just keep working towards achieving what you need to achieve. This game, while it is boring, there is a lot of scenery for you to check out, which does help, you know? Besides for the sky, which looks really painted on, in my opinion. Sorry. This game's pretty beautiful. I definitely wouldn't say it's ever gonna be in my top, like, even my top 20.
On the main road thought he was
of
here.
most aesthetically pleasing games, but it is aesthetically pleasing. I definitely played like a lot of games with better
Here's the
graphics and,
treasure. I should search for a way to unlock the bars.
but you can't judge every studio the thing. Where this game gets this bad rep for me is because of how little there is to do in the world, how bland the voice acting
I
is.
search around that lantern over there.
Yo, great idea! Oh my god.
Something's happening.
Really?
I must have done something right.
But if you watch this game for me playing, like, I don't think I ever get that excited over it.
My amulet. Give it to me.
I expected to encounter a fearsome monster, but you're tiny. What's your name?
I never got to grow up. Kidnapper took my brother and me. Took us away and robbed and killed us. I drove him away and hid the amulet. Now give it back!
I need that amulet. Why would I believe you anyway?
A robber. A big man. He grabbed us. Killed my brother and me. Don't believe me? Find him yourself. Ask around and see what you find. Give my amulet back. It was my mother's and it's mine now.
It's so cold here.
Cannot leave.
It's so cold here. Cannot leave. Can't find him. Must have my revenge. Scout.
There's the treasure. Talk to them, and then we'll go talk to the person. The Phil place. I'm not actually a very orderly person. Games I like to do order, but I'm more chaotic neutral.
Have you ever been inside?
No, my good fellow. I am a traveler. I'm only staying here for a couple of nights. Why would I go crawling around old ruins?
Perhaps one of your traveler friends is fond of ruins.
You know, I once saw a girl climbing inside, very nimbly, over some tree branches. She might know something.
I'd like to speak with this girl. Could you describe her in more detail?
Quite
Tell me.
slender. A local plowman told me her name, Agla, Ava, Ada. Yes, that's it. Ada. She's from a family of clay diggers. Or was it potters? Something to do with clay. I'd take a look to the north. There's a clay pit under the walls of Marcella. That's where they work.
You've been a great help to me. Eliu protect you, traveler.
Who's Elio? You know?
I'm so hungry, I'd fight a wolf for a piece of raw meat.
That's what she said. I'm missing a unit. My spearmen. Where are my spearmen? They're there. Why are you guys there?
What do you need? Don't be afraid, Ada. You're like a sister to me. And there are no secrets between sisters, right?
Yeah.
I know you can climb anywhere. I need you to do something for me.
Yeah, that's right. What do you need? I don't raid birds' nests, mind you. But I can fetch things stuck up on a roof.
I heard you've been to those ancient ruins by the bridge. Ever seen anything weird or wonderful over there?
Me? No, I haven't. Not yesterday.
Please take this seriously. A person's life depends on what you can remember.
It's been so long. It was about half a year ago. I saw a monster. A man, a scary man. He was leading two boys in there. I figured I'd go take a look at them. They're so cute when they're sleeping. And when I got in, I saw that man instead. He was sleeping so peacefully and holding a knife. I gasped, and he woke up and looked straight at me. I was so scared. I ran and never told anyone.
What a story.
The story makes no sense.
He'll punish
Boys.
the evildoer, and justice will be restored.
The captain of the guards? Do I have to talk to Prim in person?
That story makes no sense. But after we're done this, we're gonna end this part. I'm gonna try to make these parts a lot smaller than before.
No idea what we've been through. No entry. Order of the Royal Counselor. But why? All I want is to buy food.
Like, there's some that's like 3 hours in that, but I don't want any of them to be over like an hour and 30 minutes if I can help it. So, I know I'm very pushing that right now, but hey, what can I say? I'm trying.
Yes? What do you want?
We have come to,
Mr. Prim, sir? I have a girl with me who witnessed a terrible crime. Dear Ada, please repeat to Mr. Prim what you told me.
I was walking down the road, past the bridge, and I saw some blackberries, really ripe ones. I was sitting behind a blackberry bush, having a nibble, when I saw a man on the road. He had two boys with him. I could see they'd been crying. One was clutching a piece of jewelry in his hand. They were both fair-haired with a touch of red. The man had dark hair. He was dragging them towards the ruins. I waited in the bush until they had passed, and then went home. But what I'd seen gave me a bad feeling, so I decided to return to the ruins that night and see what was inside. And what I saw...
This is such bad, bland voice acting.
Well?
Huh. What did
I saw the black-haired man. He woke up and gave me such a terrible... I'm telling you the truth.
What man is this, I wonder? Sulking Sven? Al the...
His name's Dwayne, not Cutter. He was hanging around Market Square, bragging about how many treasures he...
Ah, Dwayne. He really is famous and quite a nasty character. I have a grudge against him, and I'm not alone. The man swindled several people, but he's wily as hell. I've never had enough evidence to collar him. But now I'm going to arrest him at last. Thank you both. You've been very helpful. I'll send a guardsman over to Jackard when the case goes to trial and witnesses are called. For now, you may go.
The new recruits, huh? Where are you from? What are you doing in my beloved guard?
I can rip them. Eager to uphold law and order.
That's it for the night, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoyed.